Some people download DuckDuckGo on Android and think that's it. Tracking is blocked. But the truth is, the app has some very powerful settings. And if you don't review them, you might leave an important part of the protection turned off, especially on Android. Open the DuckDuckGo app, and let's review the most important settings worth changing. First, open Settings inside the DuckDuckGo app. Go to Data Clearing. Then, automatically delete data. If this setting is available on your device, turn it on. Why? Because this makes the app automatically delete browsing data instead of relying on you to remember every time to press the fire button. That means if you open websites, search, visit pages, and then close the app, the data won't stay there unnecessarily. And this is very important if your phone sometimes ends up in someone else's hands, or if you don't want your browsing history stored locally on the device. Second, go back to the settings page. Go to Private Search. Then, More Search Settings. And look for Autocomplete Suggestions. If you want higher privacy, turn it off. Why? Because automatic suggestions can show words, search topics, or websites related to what you're typing. And that can be annoying if someone is holding your phone next to you or looking at the screen. It's not the most dangerous setting in the world, but it's very important if you want a cleaner experience with fewer things related to your searches appearing. Third, on the same settings page, go to AI Features. And if you don't need Duck.ai, turn it off, because not everyone wants AI features to appear in search or the browser. The feature is optional, so if you don't use it, turning it off makes the experience simpler and cleaner, and reduces the appearance of any tools you don't need while browsing. Fourth, enable Duck Player for YouTube. From the app settings page, go to Duck Player. Then open YouTube videos in Duck Player. Set it to Always. Or, if you don't want it to open automatically every time, choose Ask Every Time. Because when you open YouTube videos from DuckDuckGo, Duck Player plays the video in a cleaner interface with less connection to tracking and personalized ads. So if you open videos from the browser, it's better not to open them the normal way every time. But there's an important point to understand. This does not mean you have become completely anonymous on YouTube. It reduces tracking and personalized ads while playing the video. But YouTube may still record view counts and some basic information, so the feature is useful, but it does not hide you completely. Fifth, and this is the most important feature in the Android version, go to Settings. Then look for App Tracking Protection. Then turn the feature on. Why is this very important? Because some apps on Android may try to send data to third-party tracking companies, even when you're not using DuckDuckGo at all. So it's not just about the websites you open in the browser. Normal apps on your phone may contain trackers that try to send data to advertising or analytics networks. App Tracking Protection tries to block a large part of these tracking requests and shows you which apps try to track you. But understand this. This feature is not a full VPN, and it does not block every type of tracking. It uses Android's local VPN system so it can filter tracking requests. But that does not mean all your internet traffic goes through DuckDuckGo servers. Also, some apps may be excluded, or they may still collect data in other ways so they can work normally. So the feature is very powerful, but it is not absolute protection. Sixth, if you want to use DuckDuckGo more effectively on Android, make it your default browser. Open Settings on your phone. Then Apps. Then Default Apps. Then Browser App. And choose DuckDuckGo, because this way, any link you open from WhatsApp, Facebook, Messages, or any other app will open in DuckDuckGo instead of another browser. And this is important because if you only use DuckDuckGo manually, but all your links open in another browser, then you are not getting the full benefit from it. Make it the default browser if you really want to rely on it for daily browsing. In the end, if this video helped you, hit like so it can reach more people. And write in the comments, was this video useful for you or not? And should I continue or not? And subscribe to the channel, because in the next video, we'll talk about Android settings that many people leave on, thinking they're normal. But they may reveal more than you imagine.